could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you, and you'd stay. I don't know why I did the things I did. I don't know why I said the things I said. Pride's like a knife, it can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons, they wound sometimes. Oh, I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you, and you'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you'd love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, my world was shattered, I was torn apart. Like someone took a knife and drove it deep in my heart. You walked out that door, I swore that I didn't care, but I lost everything, darling, then and there. Too strong to tell you I was sorry, too proud to tell you I was wrong. I know that I was blind, and darling, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you'd love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, then maybe you would stay. If I could turn back time.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Cantors Concert. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ayala Spratt, and it is my honor and privilege to be here singing with my mother, Cantor Micah Morgowski, and our friends, Katie Kaplan, Jen Zonas, Barbara Orwick, and the wonderful Alex Rubenstein on piano. If you've been to one of these concerts before, you know that I'm not usually the one to open the show, but the truth is that the theme this year was my idea. I started brainstorming for the show about a week after last year's ended, and the thing I kept coming back to was time. There's been a lot of time-related milestones for me this year as college looms ominously on the horizon, and the passage of time has often felt intimidating, but it's incredibly beautiful as well. As I stand up here in the same dress that my mother wore to the same annual concert 13 years ago, the passage of time doesn't seem so scary since I get to spend it with all of you. Well, now that I've kept you all waiting, I think it's about time we start the show, huh?
So the next song is actually called Waiting, and it's from a not so popular musical called The Band's Visit, and it's about a small town in the middle of nowhere in Israel where nothing ever happens, and the inhabitants of the town wait around like bored out of their minds, which is different than waiting around when you know something exhilarating and exciting is about to happen. We hope you'll have the latter experience.
Waiting, what's new here? You're waiting, I'm waiting, 'cause that's what we do here, same as we do every day for something I don't know to happen.
So our next song is from Beauty and the Beast. Tale as Old as Time is a song about friendship. It's a song about a friendship that grows over time. And I feel so grateful. It hasn't been a long time, but Cantor Micah, for the past couple of years, our friendship has been blossoming and growing, and I feel so, so lucky to have you as a friend and sister cantor.
Me too.
And so we hope you enjoy this.
And not all cantors get along, so it's a really special thing when you find one you can actually want to be with. Tale as old as time, true as it can be.
Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly.
Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared, Beauty and the Beast.
Ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise.
Tale as old as time, tune as old as song,
Bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong.
certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast.
Tale as old as time,
Song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. So before we go any further, I want to say a few things about my dress. Yes, and if you understand what's happening right here, then you understand. Hamevin Yavin. Yes, I had the dress before. Yes, my favorite color is green. And no, we're not singing anything from Wicked. So the next song that I am going to sing is called Back to December by one of our favorite artists, Taylor Swift. And many of you know, because I couldn't shut up about it, a few weeks ago, my wonderful in-laws sent the four of us, Ben, Ayala, Jonah, and myself, to Toronto overnight to see Taylor Swift with 49,000 of our best friends. And when you're there in the stadium, it really feels that way. It's just a truly incredible experience. She didn't sing this song, but it's one of my favorites, and it's a really wise song about having regrets. In my house, I'm not very good at arguing, and so everybody knows that things might come out of my mouth that I don't really mean, and I get a do-over. So this song is about those regrets and wishing for a do-over, realizing missed opportunities, acknowledging and owning the mistakes that we made, and just having a nostalgia and a wistfulness for wanting to go back and try again, and the sadness that comes with knowing that we can't. So we have to be the best that we can in each situation and try to live without regret. I'm joined by Barbara Orwick. I'm so glad you made time to see me. How's life? Tell me, how's your family? I haven't seen them in a while. You've been good, busier than ever. We small talk, work and the weather. Your guard is up and I know why. Because the last time you saw me is still burned in the back of your mind. I gave you roses and I left them there to die. So this is me swallowing my pride, standing in front of you, saying I'm sorry for that night. And I go back to December all the time. It turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you, wishing I'd realized what I had when you were mine. I go back to December, turn around and make it all right. I go back to December all the time. These days I haven't been sleeping, staying up, playing back myself leaving. When your birthday passed and I didn't call, then I think about summer, all the beautiful times I watched you laughing in the passenger side, and realized I loved you in the fall. And then the cold came, the dark days when fear crept into my mind. You gave me all your love and all I gave you was goodbye. So this is me swallowing my pride, standing in front of you, saying I'm sorry for that night. And I go back to December all the time. It turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you, wishing I'd realized what I had when you were mine. I go back to December, turn around and change my own mind. I go back to December all the time. I miss your tan skin, your sweet smile, so good to me, so right, and how you held me in your arms that September night, the first time you ever saw me cry. Maybe this is wishful thinking, probably mindless dreaming. If we loved again, I swear I'd love you right. I'd go back in time and change it, but I can't. So if the chain is on your door, I'll understand. But this is me swallowing my pride, standing in front of you, saying I'm sorry for that night. And I go back to December. It turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you, wishing I'd realized what I had when you were mine. I go back to December, turn around and make it all right. I go back to December, turn around and change my own mind.
Our next song is The Circle Game by Joni Mitchell. And The Circle Game is a beautiful meditation about the seasons going around and around, often much too quickly, and the passage of time. And singing this song tonight for you it's very poignant for me, and it's a bit meta in the sense that this song has been with me for most of my life. I first heard the song when I was in elementary school up at New Canaan Country School. The senior girls, the 9th graders, were singing at graduation, and I thought it was so beautiful, and I learned every word to it. And then I chose to sing this song at my big brother's rehearsal dinner when he was getting married. The song resonated for me because there was a line in it at the beginning about a little boy when he turns 10 skating on the frozen ponds, and my brother had been a hockey player. But there's a line towards the end of the song where some dreams don't come true, but the young man is contemplating new dreams, so it seemed very appropriate for the eve of a wedding. And the last time I sang this song was when my first baby was born. About 3 months after I gave birth to Charlotte, I was invited to do an open mic night in New York City, and I dedicated The Circle Game to baby Charlotte. Well, tonight, Charlotte, 27 years old, is in the audience tonight, sitting next to her baby sister, 24-year-old Maya, and her lovely boyfriend, Nick. So it's indeed the passage of time, The Circle Game. Yesterday a child came out to wander, caught a firefly inside a jar. Tearful when the sky was full of thunder, and fearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons. Seasons come and go. Skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Over the clear and frozen streams. Words like when you're older, must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town. And they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet too slow, the circle's down. So the years go by, and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true. Well, there'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams in plenty, before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and
up and down.
Oh, we're captive.
We're captive on a carousel of time. On the carousel of time. We can't return. We can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in the circle game. And go round and round in the circle game.
Five for Fighting is not a band, but a singer-songwriter and sports fan named John Andrasik. And then I completely forgot everything else I was going to say. I know. The name Five for Fighting is actually a hockey penalty, 5 minutes for fighting, and he sprinkles sports references throughout the lyrics. In fact, I discovered that one of the ages he dips through is called halftime, which would be 50 years out of 100 years. So you'll notice that. If I can get the lyrics out when I'm singing, you'll hear them. It seems like a seemingly random series of ages, but many of them are actually the uniform numbers for some well-known athletes. There's a 99 in there, but it's not that 99, different one. Anyway, this song is 100 years. I'm 15 for a moment, caught in between 10 and 20, and I'm just dreaming, counting the ways to where you are. I'm 22 for a moment, and he feels better than ever, and we're on fire, making our way back from Mars. 15, there's still time for you, time to buy and time to lose. 15, there's never a wish better than this, when you only got 100 years to live. I'm 33 for a moment, I'm still a woman, but you see I'm a they, a kid on the way, a family on my mind. I'm 45 for a moment, the sea is high and I'm heading into a crisis, chasing the years of my life. 15, there's still time for you, time to buy and time to lose yourself within a morning star. 15, I'm alright with you. 15, there's never a wish better than this, when you've only got 100 years to live. Half time goes by, suddenly you're wise, another blink of an eye, 67 is gone, the sun is getting high, we're moving on. I'm 99 for a moment, I'm dying for just another moment, and I'm just dreaming, counting the ways to where you are. 15, there's still time for you. 22, I feel it too. 33, you're on your way. Every day's a new day. Oh, still time for you. Time to buy and time to choose. At 15, there's never a wish better than this. When you only got 100 years to live.
So we're making our way through the numbers. Yes, the song numbers, but also numerical numbers. The next song in our program this evening is 1,000 Years. So we went from 100 to 1,000 rather quickly. Feels like time is moving that fast these days. This song by Christina Perri and David Hodges was made famous by the Twilight movies, the vampire movies. So, you know, they live a really long time. So 1,000 years isn't an unrealistic amount of time to love someone if you're a vampire. But it has also become a favorite. I can hear my family laughing in the front row. It's like, there she goes saying stupid things at concerts. But it's also often sung at weddings because it's a beautiful expression of eternal love and what we hope for when we say yes to someone, that it will last for a lifetime and perhaps even beyond. However, I'm singing this song with my daughter standing next to me, and in light of the passage of time and all of the changes that are happening, I feel like this song is about unconditional love throughout all the phases of life, perhaps for a parent and a child. And just a full disclaimer, I cannot look at her or any of you while I sing this song, or I will start to cry. But I'm thrilled to sing 1,000 Years with Ayala. Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. wait. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000
So, this next song is called Time in a Bottle, and I actually found it while I was scrolling through videos on my phone, so it's not the greatest way of discovering a song, but I really, really fell in love with the instrumental. The piano part of this song is gorgeous, and as I kept listening, I heard the lyrics, Time in a Bottle, and I was like, this concert's about time. It's called Time in a Bottle. Feel like this could work. And as I kept listening, I heard that not only was this a beautiful piano piece, but also a story of someone who loved their partner so much that they were willing to essentially stop the flow of time to spend eternity with them. And I think there's something beautiful about being in love with someone so much that time doesn't stop you, and you'd like to spend every moment that you can with them. So this is Time in a Bottle. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with. If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with.
So this next song's going to require very little introduction, but what I will say is I don't really like winter. I don't really like the dark or the cold. I much prefer summertime.
that, right? Relationships can be complicated. The balance, how much time is it okay to spend at work or at rehearsal or alone? What's enough time to spend with your family or your friends? Cats in the Cradle, Harry Chapin's signature tune, was actually based on lyrics, a poem written by Chapin's wife, also speaking to a relationship he had with his own father. And it chronicles things like parenthood, the passage of time, and the impact of neglect on relationships. And I think no matter what kind of parent you had or what kind of parent you are, there's something in here for everyone. My child arrived just the other day. He came into the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking before you knew it. And as he grew, he said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, son. You know we'll have a good time then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today, got a lot to do. He said, that's okay. And he walked away, but his smile never dimmed. He said, I'm gonna be like him. Yeah, you know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, son. You know we'll have a good time then. He came from college just the other day, so much like a man I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you. Can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. I've long since retired, my son's moved away. He called me up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I could find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids have the flu, but it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then.
This song is about a woman who realizes that her partner has fallen out of love with her. And she's trying to figure out when that moment was when it happened. And she calls it Dividing Day. When was your dividing day? It's a devastating song about loss that happens without you even realizing it until it's too late. And after Dividing Day, I feel like these two songs are in conversation with one another. I'm going to sing Maybe This Time from a different show, Cabaret, where Liza Minnelli made it famous. She sings, maybe this next time is going to be the time when it actually works out the way that I want it to, when love will actually stay, when I'll be home at last. Dashing as the day we met, only there is something I don't recognize, though I cannot name it yet. I know it. Beautiful is what you are, only somehow wearing a frightening disguise. I can see the winter in your eyes now, telling me thank you. We're done here, not much to say. We are together, but I have had dividing day. So when was this day? Was it on the church step, suddenly or out of love? Does it go creeping slowly? When was your dividing day? I can see the winter in your eyes now, telling me go now. We did it. You could see I vow we are together, but no more love, no more love allowed. When was dividing day? Was it on the church step? Did it happen right away? Were you lying next to me, hiding what you couldn't say? How could I have guessed? Was your cheek upon my chest? An ocean away. Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurt Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are there in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time, maybe this time It's my pleasure now to invite up Allison Lear and her son Henry to let us know, and Elizabeth, to let us know who has won our incredible raffle baskets.
All right, we have a lot, so we have a lot of baskets here. We're really, really fortunate this year. So let's start out with best time ever. This is best time ever. All right, Henry. The winner is going to put their hand up, and you're going to bring them this card, okay? And Layla, why don't you come here and read this? All right, here. Go read the number in the microphone.
2. Two, 9, 4, 0, 7, 1.
All right. Here, you keep it.
Okay.
All right. All right, this is family time. You want to pull it out there?
Sure.
Oh, give me that.
9, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Me Time Skin and Hair. This is the $820 value one of some really nice products.
Okay. 9, 4, 1, 2, 2, 2. 9, 4, 1, 2, 2, 2.
Oh, moment of Zen. There's Henry. He's coming with your. Okay.
2, 9, 4, 0, 1, 5.
It's okay, honey. Walk by the monitor. All right, gym day. Over here.
2941010.
Oh! Pick again for that one? Okay. That's nice. All right. Which one was that? What was that? Gym day? Sure. What do you have in your hand, Henry? Oh, you can't read.
Which one was it, Henry? It was gym day. Oh,
Okay.
I'm going to pull again
Yeah,
for gym day.
another
Thank
gym
you.
day.
That's nice.
Thank you. Oh, here, Henry, take that back.
2941009.
Say it again.
294
It's meant to be.
Pick another one? Okay, she
another
says
one.
pick another one. Okay, Henry, come back. Okay. Make sure it's different.
There aren't that many. There you go.
Two 294 025.
All right. Okay, this is the me time body and relaxation. Okay.
294 106.
Oh, here you go, Henry. Over there, honey.
Raise your hand again, please. Thank you.
All right, date night.
Nine, 4, 1, 2, 3, 8. Okay.
Put it back. Wait, which one am I holding?
Two, 4. Sorry. 9, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5.
All right. Last one, sunrise, sunset. That's that massive box of food. All right, here you go, Henry.
Nine, 4, 1, 1, 4, 6.
Oh,
Yay!
All right.
thank you so much, Allison and Elizabeth and Henry. Great job, and congratulations to all of our raffle winners. I hope you enjoy.
Okay, welcome back. Everybody did so well over there. So, our next song is called Time After Time by the incomparable duo of Sammy Kahn and Julie Stein. The song was made famous by none other than Frank Sinatra, but it's been performed by many people, and one of my favorite artists who sang it was Carly Simon. And I'm going to sing it now, and I'm dedicating it to my incredible husband, John, on the occasion of our 30th anniversary, which we just celebrated. So thank you. Time after time, I tell myself that I'm so lucky to be loving you. So lucky to be the one you run to see in the evening when the day is through. I only know what I know. The passing years will show. You've kept my love so young, so new, and time after time, you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving you. I only know what I know. The passing years will show. You've kept my love so young, so new, and time after time, you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving you.
My friend and congregant Carl Rosen. Are you here, Carl? No, I think his granddaughter is in a performance somewhere, a Frozen, I think. He told me a funny story when I told him that we were singing this version of Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. Carl works for Bulova Watches, and Cyndi Lauper's parents also worked for Bulova. And someone in the company had the great idea to approach Cyndi Lauper when the hit came out in 1983 and said, hey, we should team up. We can use your song for Bulova advertising. And she was like, no, thanks. And that seemed like a missed opportunity to me. But here we are, Time After Time.
time, do, 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 do.
Time after
Do, 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 do. Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind. Ooh, suitcase of memories. Time after da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Then you say, go slow, I fall behind. Ooh, the second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Find me time after time after time. If you call, I will catch you. I'll be waiting for you time after time. Ba-ba-da, da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. I'm okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside. Ooh, the drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Find me time after time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting for you time after time. Ba-ba-da. Oh, time after time. Oh, time after time. Time after time. Oh, time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Find me time after time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting for you time after time. Don't you know? If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Find me time after time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting for you time after time. Time after time, time after time. Time after time, time after time. Time after time, time after time. Ooh.
This next song has us looking back and recalling our memories. In my family, we have an expression that we say when someone is sharing a story from the past, but it doesn't really line up with what the other person remembers. And we call them out. We say, made up memory, made up a memory. So it's funny what we choose to remember and what we allow ourselves to forget. And this song reminds me of all that, the way we were.
About a month ago, we lost a friend and congregant, Jane Schiff, longtime member, real powerhouse of a little lady. And I had the honor of sitting with her before she passed. And as with all things in her life, she had very strong feelings about what should happen at her funeral. And so she asked me to sing a song called Time to Say Goodbye. She's like, you know, that one Andrea Botticelli sings. Sarah Brightman sings it too. You know, could you sing that one? And of course, I said yes. And at her funeral, I had the privilege of singing Time to Say Goodbye with a lovely gentleman who has played the Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. No pressure. Then I realized that Jane had given me a gift. She had no idea that the theme for this year's concert was about time. And I realized that this is the most perfect song for this program, and so we added it in at the very end. And it just makes me think about the world working in the most mysterious ways, and you never know where those gifts are going to come from. The song is in Italian, so I want to read you a little bit of the translation so that you can think about it as I sing these words to you. When I'm alone, I dream of the horizon and words fail me. There is no light in a room where there is no sun. And there is no sun if you're not here, with me, with me. From every window unfurl my heart, the heart that you have won. Into me you've poured the light that you've found by the side of the road. Time to say goodbye. Places that I've never seen or experienced with you, now I shall. I'll sail with you upon ships across the sea, seas that exist no more. It's time to say goodbye. Quando sono solo sogno l'orizzonte mancan le parole. Sì, lo son che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manchi il sole. Se non chi sei tu con me, con me. Sulla finestra mostra tutti il mio cuore che hai acceso, chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai potuto vissuto con me. Adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so non esistono più. It's time to say goodbye. Quando sei lontana sono l'orizzonte mancan le parole. E io sì lo so che sei con me. Tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me. Mio sole, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye. Passi che non mai veduto vissuto con me. Adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te partirò su navi per mari che io lo so non esistono più. Con te io li rivivrò, con te non esistono più. Io con te. Thank you so much. A fun fact about The Longest Time by Billy Joel. You may have seen it in an email. Thanks, Amy Lillian Harper, for discovering this. I don't know if it was a budgetary thing or what, but Billy Joel recorded every single voice part on the album of the recording of this song, including the finger snaps, which only Barbara can manage. It's so hard to do. I can't sing and do it and conduct at the same time. And while he was recording each vocal, he tried to give each one a different personality. So your homework after this is to go home and listen and see if you can distinguish all of the different characters in Billy Joel's version of The Longest Time.
Bum 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 whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest
If you said goodbye to me tonight, there would still be music left to write.
What else would I do? I'm so inspired by you. It hasn't happened for the longest time.
Once I thought my innocence was gone. Now I know that happiness goes on.
That's where you found me when you put your arms around me. I haven't been there for the longest time.
Whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest
I'm that voice you're hearing in the hall, and the greatest miracle of all
is how I need you and how you needed me too. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Bum bum bum, ooh ah ooh ah bum bum bum, ooh ah ooh ah 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 bum.
I've come this far, and it's more than I hoped
Bum bum bum,
Who knows how much longer we'll go on? Maybe
chances. I forgot how nice romance is. I haven't been there for the longest time.
I had second thoughts from the start. I said to myself, hold on to your heart. Now I know the woman that you are. You're wonderful by far, and it's more than I hoped for.
I don't care what consequence it brings. I have been a fool for lesser things. I want you so bad. I think you ought to know that I intend to hold you for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest time.
I always say every year that the time flies for us up here singing for you. It feels like we just started. You might be like, God, is it over yet? But we're just having the best time ever. And I just want to take a moment for a few thank yous. First of all, thank you all for being here. Thank you to everyone who's on Zoom. I don't know if the camera's over there or over there tonight. But thank you for tuning in. And we're just so happy to be here to sing for you tonight. Thank you for your incredible generosity, all of our sponsors, everyone who bought a raffle ticket and who brought food for tonight and raffle donations. I mean, really just the list goes on and on. A huge, huge thank you to my fellow singers, Cantor Katie Kaplan, Ayala Spratt, Jen Zonas, Barbara Orwick, and Alex Rubenstein on the piano. I said this earlier, they're all just amazing, and they give so generously of their time and talents, and the pay is really terrible, so they're just doing it. I don't know, I guess you like me. So just thank you from the bottom of my heart. The Cantors Concert Committee, all of you, you know who you are, chaired by Jen Kramer. It's the dream team. You're all fabulous, and I love you. I'm so grateful. Thank you. All of the Sinai chefs who brought the yummies for tonight. I had a deviled egg. I didn't get anything else, but I'm sure it was wonderful, so thank you. Our concert volunteers and ushers headed by Larry Stujenki, thank you for helping the evening to run smoothly, everyone finding a seat, everyone finding parking. We really, really appreciate it. Ronnie and Gary Lillian, who are in Australia, who donated the wine for this evening. Peter Epstein, David Jones, Marty Newman for the tech support. Barbara Orwick, who also doubles as our rehearsal accompanist. Stu Madison for taking pictures. Beth Peters also is taking pictures. She did the amazing concert publicity alongside a man I call my Uncle Chris, who I think is watching from home, who took the childhood pictures of me. So that was an amazing collaboration. Jane Vasco for all she does in the office. Shelley Wellfeld, who does everything everywhere all the time. Max Cordero and Andrew Aware. And once again, all of you, we have had the time of our lives tonight, and we owe it all to you.
Now I've had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you.
'Cause I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. I've been waiting for so long, now I finally found someone to stand by me. We saw the writing on the wall as we felt this well, you seem to enjoy it so much, we have one more for you. So I broke my cardinal rule twice in this program. In 16 years of doing these concerts, I have never repeated a song annually until tonight, but they were just too perfect to pass up. The first one was Maybe This Time. Probably you don't remember, so that's good. And Seasons of Love is another one. I don't know if they were in the same concert, I don't remember, but how do you measure a year? Measure it in love. Measure it in love. $525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments, oh dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year?
In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life?
How about love? How about love? How about love? Measure in love.
Seasons of love. Seasons of love.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 turns to flag, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? Truth that she learned, or in times that he cried, bridges he burned, or the way that he died. It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of us. Remember love, remember love, remember love, measure in love. Seasons of love, seasons of love, seasons of love,
525,600 minutes,
seasons of love,
525,000 moments, so dear.
seasons of love,
525,600 minutes.
seasons of love.
How do you measure a year?
In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife. Seasons of 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? How about love? Remember love, remember love, measure in love.
Thank you all so much. Get home safely. We'll see you soon.